Hi, Next to Change, Vivian here. I want to talk a little bit about dating and freedom to thrive. Anytime in life you want to thrive and you want to be successful and prosperous and growing in the things that you do. And if you're dating, sometimes that can be something that can come in and can kind of stop the flow of what you're doing. So what you want to do is learn to be thriving and expressing yourself freely without entanglement in relationships when dating. And that's one thing that has to be done consciously. When I'm talking about being entangled in dating, I'm talking about basically kind of twisted up or being caught up in. So really being entangled, in dating is like getting caught up. So you can already see there's a negative connotation on it. Because when you're dating, you don't want to get caught up. You don't want to get snagged. You don't want to be exploited. You don't want to be manipulated. And you really want everything to be open and transparent, and you want to thrive in your freedom of being who you are while dating. And I say, something that helps that is to kind of look at yourself. You look at your life as a book, and it's your book. It's the book of your life journey. And so your book has all these pages. It has all these chapters, and as you go, life and yourself co-creating is writing this book. And if you think about, that things are different chapters, and you look at that type of a philosophy, you could also look at dating as being the same thing. So, and it all depends on what you want. If you're looking for someone to spend the rest of your life with, then you're going to approach dating a different way from somebody who might just be wanting non-committal friendship, or somebody who just wants a long-term relationship. But either way it goes, whatever it is that you're seeking out, you're still writing the story. You're still filling the pages. And to avoid being entangled is to know what you want. So you start off knowing what you want and being transparent with the person. And then you both should be in agreement for what you want. If you're dating someone and you guys have different goals, you're going to have yourself a problem there. And a lot of times, people get into relationships and, they try to change the other person to fit the mold that they're looking for. And that's a big mistake. Instead of having somebody and then wanting to change them into that mold you're looking for, it's better to just wait and let life bring that person in across your path. And then you can have that person that has the same goals as you. So there's no stretching and pulling and tugging and all of that just to get somebody to even want the same thing that you want. So with that being said, you've got your book, you've got your journey, and now you're dating. So each person that you meet, they're going to have a little space in your book, if you spend time with them. So, and everybody is not there to be a chapter. You might meet somebody, they might be a sentence in your book. Somebody else might be a paragraph. Somebody else might be a chapter or 2 chapters or 3 chapters. And a lot of times you really don't know who's going to be there till the end comes, right? Until you're at the end and that person has stuck it out and you guys have been together through thick and thin and all these years, and you know that you guys have reached that point where this is it, nobody's going anywhere. So when you approach dating that way, it becomes more of an organic type of thing, right? So you get into it, you both know what the goals are, what people want, and then you can let things unfold organically. So you're not pushing and prodding, you're more developing. And as you're developing, you're writing your book, and then you're writing on the pages of your life is what you're doing. So that's another reason why you don't want to waste time on things that aren't going to work, or things that you have to, and I'm talking about relationships now, that you have to try to make somebody like you, or you have to try to make somebody be, fulfill this potential that you see in them, and anything that has to work outside of flow. So you go ahead and you're going through and you're in this relationship and things are going fine, but then if something happens and you find out that you guys really don't have the same goals, or for some reason they leave, or for some reason you leave, you have to look at it like you put a period on that and turn the page. And when you turn the page, you still have a journey, you still have a road, you still have a book. Just because this paragraph ended, or just because this page ended, or this chapter ended, with this person, that doesn't mean there's not someone else that's coming. There's always somebody else, and you have to keep that in mind. And when you think that way, you'll be surprised how many opportunities present themselves. You'll be surprised how you're free and you're thriving in your life with freedom, and you're enjoying, dating, you're enjoying the relationships that you have. And, it doesn't mean that you don't commit, but you can, if that's what you both have mutually agreed on in the beginning, that that's something that you're looking for. You don't have to, if that's something that you both agree that that's not what you're looking for. So really you're just going through and you're enjoying your life, and you're finding out things about the person. And usually, a lot of people that I talk to, they are looking for long-term relationships, those relationships that go to the end. And it's nice if you can, if you find that. It's nice if you find someone that seems to be a fit, and that really cares about you, and you really care about them, and you're really enjoying each other and your life together and your time together, and you're writing your book and your pages are filled with joy and respect and warmth and love. All that is fine. But if for some reason that relationship has to end, it just has to end, and you move on. It might be or may not be a little painful, or you may find that there was something else, right, that may have been blocking different aspects of your life. That relationship may have been, and you find a freedom, or you find an avenue, or you find something different in your life that may have been stopping. So what I'm saying is, turn the page and know that, everybody that comes into your life is not there for the whole journey, for the whole book. And be okay with that, and don't expect so much out of a person. When you're first meeting them, or you guys are first dating, just let everything come, and let there be a meshing, a blending, an interwoven, of people and emotions and respect and unity and all of those things, and then, as you're writing your pages, you might turn around and look and say, wow, I'm this person and we're still together, and this is like the seventh chapter. So don't be anxious in relationships. And if a relationship ends, don't be worried about it, because there's always going to be someone else. All right? There'll always be someone else that'll come along. Look how many people were on the planet. So this is Vivian from Next to Change. Walk it out. You're walking out your life. Look at your journey. Look at how people fit in. And if it's time for their page to end or their paragraph to end, it's just time for that. Okay? Be the next to change.